Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the UNLV Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Got it in the middle. It's Banks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's long. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to throw. It's high. The sweet feet buy a little time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Banks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Aggies are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. takes the easy completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's high. Floats it out in space. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Smith wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
They send the tight end in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vegas.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's high. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's long. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's high. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got a man. It's Clark. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing route.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very active. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 17 over FIU. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Tackle is made at the 37. 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Sends it back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap. It's long. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's high. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Rebels offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Fung. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's high. Got his man. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, UNLV.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time and you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Fung. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. Finds his man open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
First and goal, UNLV.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got a paw on it near the goal line.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's high. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. New Mexico State lines up quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
So you could take the lead with a short field goal here, but you could send a message by finishing this drive with a touchdown. Barrels ahead. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Give to the big fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fierce and pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Complete to the right. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Going over the top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Rebels have this offense rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He's brought in near the 49-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Beasley. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
13.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's high. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
At the 30. Fourth down coming up.
We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay.
There he goes. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off inside the 40. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. New Mexico State lines up quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll... play.
Man, did that just change in a hurry. You're winning. You're about to get the football back in the 4th quarter. Got a chance to put more points on the board, and cough the ball up and give life, give breath, momentum back to the other squad. What a turn of events.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's long. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's made. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. You don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.